Hey guys, it's Jim Halterman from TV Guide Magazine and TV Insider. I'm here to get all the General Hospital scoop from Eden McCoy, who plays Josslyn Jax on the show.
That video was made without your knowledge or permission, and you did not decide to make it public.
People don't know that.
The people who matter do. As far as the rest of them, screw them. You can't control what people think.
I can't believe this is happening. I've never been so embarrassed in my life. The whole world saw me naked.
You are in the middle of a hot storyline, and my heart breaks a little bit for Joss, just what she's going through. What was your first impression when they first kind of told you that this was the story, or you read the scripts and saw where the story was heading?
I mean, of course, I don't want to say I loved it because I feel like that just is a little inappropriate considering these circumstances. But I really did. I thought that, in this time, it's an important story to tell. I think it's newer. I think, we were joking around about it because there's this one line that I have in one of the scenes with Laura, my TV mother, when I come in to tell her, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're pregnant." And everyone would assume that at first, but I'm super happy with this because this hasn't really been done. I mean, I'm sure it has been a little bit recycled, but I haven't heard of anything like this for a while. And I feel like the teen pregnancy thing has been used. So I was really happy. And it's funny because when I got these scripts, I was watching Hulu's PAM and Tommy at the time. I was like, oh my God, that's so funny that they're writing this right now for me, as I'm obsessed with this show.
Right.
So shout out that show. It was kind of a great guide. I mean, Pam's vulnerability at that time and her reaction really gave me a little bit more perspective.
Okay.
So I was really excited when I got the script and the story. Because it's fun for everybody. I mean, not just for me and Cam and that relationship. It gets the parents involved. It gets the best friends involved. I love fighting with Esme. So it really was just a combo of greatness.
Now, where we're at in the show, Cam and Joss have shared their story. They thought that might put a lid on things, but there's still a lot of drama being swirled around them. And how are they reacting at this point? How are Joss and Cam handling this and their relationship? Because it's a lot of pressure for them to deal with.
It's a lot of negativity being thrown at them. Cam lost, his summer job, which we were sharing that we were both super excited about. I had to shut down social media. It takes a big toll on the relationship. It's kind of unfortunately poisoned this really pure and special moment of intimacy between these two people. So, when something like that happens and something so ugly becomes associated with it kind of, I think for Joss, at least I can say, I think it's kind of creating this like uncomfortable block, which is not in any way fair. But, there's feelings when trauma like this happens that you can't really ignore. And I think, them being intimate with one another, that's gonna be the challenge to face next and how they navigate that. I think it'll be really interesting to see how that unfolds and how different Cameron and Josslyn react to that. It's an interesting layer that I'm excited for.
Yeah, and there's also ripple effects because Trina got pulled into this, and and that probably impacted their friendship at least a little bit, even though.
Yeah. I think it did impact it, but I was really happy because Trina and Josslyn decided to go into this process as a team and supporting one another, and I would expect nothing less from that friendship. I think. That was the way to go for sure. I love that Josslyn's first reaction was, "Oh my God, it's Esme." Like, in no world could this ever be Trina. It just shows the loyalty that Trina and Joss have in their friendship, and the fact that Trina is so supportive, of course, and I'm so supportive of Trina and so defensive of Trina. It brings the friendship even closer together. So I think that was a really powerful moment.
without spoiling too much, I want Esme to go down in a big way because she's behind all of this.
Right.
But is that even possible? Because they don't really have the proof they need at this point.
Right. That's the big $1 million question. It's, what do we know? What do the cops know? What's going on? Josslyn's so confused on how they haven't even arrested Esme already. She's like, I know this. But obviously there's all of this weird planted evidence. I'm not even really sure of the details of that, to be honest with you. So I'm with the audience on that one. I'm like, I don't know how this is going to unfold right now. But I would love to see Esme in jail. And I think that's definitely what Josslyn wants. Josslyn wants a big consequence. Like, this affected a lot of people. And this is something that Josslyn and Cameron will carry with them forever. Like, this kind of stuff doesn't go away.
I want to ask you more of an actorly question because, we said goodbye to Sydney, who's played Trina for a while, and now we have Tabyana Ali playing the role. How is it as an actor just to kind of try and build that instant connection that you've had with the character, but the actor is kind of new? But how do you guys work on that together?
Yeah, Tabby was amazing. I think that me and her just kind of from day one was a huge day. Our first time shooting together was the sex scene playing in the sex tape playing in class, and it was like crazy town. Like, she came in at the craziest moments and the most complicated to play moments. But she just like killed it. Of course, I was so sad to say goodbye to Sydney. I mean, we've worked together for years and we've worked on that bond and created that relationship for so long. And that will always be special and that will always be what it is. And, we don't want to change too much, but I think it's kind of interesting to see the differences between the two actors and just see what new things we could bring into it.
You guys, General Hospital airs every weekday on ABC.